Some of the ones that I remember the most are Chet Atkins. Before Chet died, um, it was a very rare occurrence for him to do anything in an instructional mode. And he came and he spent a day with our students, and it was magical. There was a time when Jim Hall came for his first visit with us, and he had come because Pat Martino was scheduled to be there, but had become ill and couldn't come. So Jim Hall came, Larry Coryell came, and Mick Goodrick came. Mick and Jim's visit to campus happened to coincide on the same day, and they'd never played before together. And they took an hour or two and played in front of a group of 35 students, and it was ethereal. It was the most beautiful duet music I'd ever heard in my life. Those special things happened at the workshop. Another artist who came that I'll never forget is Mike Hedges. Michael Hedges changed the world of acoustic music. He understood that the guitar had really no limits if you thought outside of the box. And he didn't think outside of the box, he thought outside of the crate, he thought outside of the loading dock. This guy was just a wonderfully trained musician. He had a composition degree from Peabody, and he was looking at the guitar from a completely different point of view. And he came just as he hit, which was in the early 80s, and it was a time when Van Halen was doing his new ideas on the instrument. The guitar was going through a period probably like the violin in the 20s, where there were just one great musician after another taking the instrument and taking it to new places. The time with Michael was special. What we try to do is to create an environment where a 14-year-old student is getting what they need, an 18-year-old student getting ready to go to a music school is getting what they need, and a 45-year-old who happens to be a lawyer is taking a class that is specifically built for his needs and appropriate to his style of play and level of play. And that's why we offer so many classes, the core program, the seminars, the summits. It's a very diverse curriculum, and it's that way because we have a very diverse student body. It comes down to respect. We foster an environment of respect between the different styles of music, between the different ages of the students, between the different levels of ability of the students. We were all beginners at one point. No matter what, no matter how great you play now, if you're Paul Gilbert or if you're Pat Metheny, at one time you were making the E chord for the first time. So we understand that everybody has a growth span in the instrument, and everybody starts at some point, gets to intermediate, and gets to advanced. And we all do it in a different way. And we're very clear to make sure that we have a program that's appropriate for each one of these students, be they being played for 2 or 3 years, if they've been playing for 5 years, they've been playing for 20 years. And that there's a place for them where they can be nurtured as a musician and feel comfortable. So as long as the students are comfortable in the classroom setting and in the playing setting, it fosters a environment of respect, and that's what we do. We had been at the Canterbury School in New Milford, Connecticut for 20 years, and it served us wonderfully. Beautiful campus in a very rural environment. We wanted to keep that same rural environment, but bring it closer to a major metropolitan area. So SUNY Purchase is a school that is in a beautiful location, a completely safe and secure environment on hundreds and hundreds of acres, about 45 minutes from New York in a very wealthy suburb called Westchester. And it's a marvelous situation for us because it allows us to do 2 or 3 things. One, Students who want to be day students have a much easier way of accessing the campus. The facility is air-conditioned, which is very helpful, especially in the summertime. It makes it for much more comfortable classes. And the performance venues are very lovely. We have 2 performance venues, a choral hall and a full stage. So the students really have a feeling that they're in Class A performance opportunities and venues. So it's an exciting time for us.